callous. This is in complete lack of awareness, and the fact that you should be a little bit more sensitive here. Like, this is not a normal sports story to be talking about.
Right. Just read the room a little bit.
Read the room, my friend. Jesus. So obviously, that's one thing. Now, Adam Schefter released a lengthy apology on the Adam Schefter ESPN podcast. We're going to listen to that real quick, and then we'll talk, because I have not heard this yet. Justin, I don't think you've heard it either.
No, it seems self-serving from the jump, though.
Yeah, I mean,
but I guess all the apologies are nowadays.
Well, let's go ahead and let's listen to him so we can roast his ass a little bit.
First, I wanted to address the death of Dwayne Haskins and the tweet that I posted this weekend. It was insensitive. It was a mistake. And I can assure you it is not my intention. I wish I could have that tweet back. The focus should have been on Dwayne, who he was as a person, a husband, a friend, and so much more. I want to apologize to Dwayne's family, his friends, the players in the National Football League, and offer my condolences to everybody close to Dwayne. And in the way I failed Saturday, I wanted to turn people's attention to make sure that Dwayne is remembered properly.
See, that's the shit that be killing me. If nobody would have said anything, you would have deleted that tweet. If people didn't get right up in his ass like they did, and you know they did, he would have deleted that tweet. So it's almost like you can't start backtracking when you had an opportunity before you hit send to look at that. You could have even shown it to somebody and be like, "Hey, what you think?" They'd have been like, maybe take the part out about struggling here and there.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, an apology doesn't hold too much weight, not only because of the fact that you posted this when you could have clearly proofread it, had someone proofread it, read it out loud to somebody and say, "Hey, does that sound, come on, man." Like, think about this. You know, when you're about to post some shit that is probably a little like, you're going a little bit too hard here.
Like, oh man, dip my toe in this.
You know what I mean? Like, we've all done it. We've all literally sat there for 5 or 10 seconds looking at what we about to send out to the world to see and been like,
fuck it.
Fuck them. Send. And you're just like, okay, let's see if this shit, blows up in my face real quick.
After his outstanding career at Ohio State, which led him to become a first-round draft pick, most recently, Dwayne appreciated the opportunity that the Steelers had given him, and he was responding to it. Every day when he left practice, he would bump fists with head coach Mike Tomlin, with general manager Kevin Colbert, and with team president Art Rooney, which was his way of showing that he was grateful to be a part of the organization. They grew incredibly fond of him, and there was a mutual respect and appreciation.
Man,
okay,
crazy what comes up.
Somebody just wrote this for him.
I was going to say, crazy what happens when you actually do some research or have some research done. In his case, I'm sure. Like, how easy is it to find a little bit of good information? No, I was just saying, how easy is it to find some uplifting information on the guy? Like, I'm sure his assistant probably looked up, made 2 phone calls, and found that little tidbit right there.
Yeah, that's just like, it would have taken you 5 minutes. I mean, look, even if you don't know anything to talk about, like, it's still there's like basic ways to handle these situations when you're talking about somebody's death. You just
report
show a little bit of grace, show a little bit of show a little. You report the facts and you show a little bit of grace and offer your condolences.
Yeah.
Like, and then that's it. If you don't know nothing about Dwayne, then that's probably where I would say, hey, you just do it like that.
And we
just talk about, just show give your condolences and leave it be.
Yeah, we'd be like, okay, he's a good news source. Now I can go find out more about it on my own.
Yeah, yeah. And now you're here with this 3-minute diatribe that was clearly put together by a PR team. Clearly. Because he's reading off of something. For one, he's not even speaking from the heart, which that's to me, when
Well, you'd
when
have
you
to have
give an
one first.
apology, if you're going to give an apology, then it needs to be from the heart. I don't want to see statements. I don't want to see tweets apologizing. If you're going to get on a video or record your apology and just speak from the heart. And we can tell when you're speaking from the heart because it's not as just straightforward, smooth as this is. He's just talking in lines right now.
Dwayne loved living in Pittsburgh. He adopted it as his home and rarely left. He was in the Steelers training facility every day after this season ended, working to make himself better, to give himself a chance to compete for the team's starting quarterback job. There are those in the organization who are convinced he was on his way to doing it and that his best days were ahead of him. Dwayne was with the Steelers quarterbacks coach Mike Sullivan every day watching film. And when he wasn't taking steps there in the film room,
bro, I don't even want to hear no more of this.
Yeah,
this is
I
like
don't
a story.
give a shit about like his good football accomplishments. Like that's not what I want to hear from you.
That's not what we're asking you to talk about, motherfucker. Like, what is?
Oh,
this?
he was actually a good football player, and he had more talent in his pinky than I could ever dream of. Like, I don't give a fuck about that at this point. I want to hear about him as a person, not just a football player.
And this is exactly what the issue is with how, and this is the issue with how media in general has kind of like lost the plot. Like, you're apologizing in a 3.5-minute statement for, a clear lapse of judgment that you had in releasing the tweet that you did. You're responding by now going through his history and just trying to paint us this rosy picture.
I just pulled up the Pittsburgh Steelers website and read
You know what I mean? He pulled up his fucking Wikipedia or something. Like, this is not what we wanted you. This is not how you apologize. You apologize for what you did, and you acknowledge that you were wrong, that was insensitive and inappropriate.
I made a mistake, and that's that's
and
it.
Stop. Like, now we don't hear you.
They don't do it anymore.
Exactly, don't do it no more. Like, but because this is like the 5th one that I've seen personally, where people are like, "Bro, like, are you like, what's going on?" Like, people literally have been like, "Yo, he deleted it." You know, you're right. When they delete the tweet, he's deleted like 5 tweets that I've seen. Yeah. Like 5 tweets that were just completely like, "Yo, bro, you're fucked up with this one."
Yeah, you can't
and then it's deleted, and he deletes it and sends another one out that's a little bit better. He just did it like I think a week or 2 ago. Like, it was, I can't remember what it was on, but he just made the same mistake again. So nobody really cares. Nobody. I mean, bro, you're not. We just know who you are now.